In this Subshero review, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this software. If you have any questions, please be sure to comment them down below, and I'll also be sure to leave a discounted link down there so you can always get your money's worth for Subshero. Subshero is a software that helps you track and manage all your subscriptions and keep them organized in just one place. Now that is insanely amazing. This is very useful software for everyone worldwide, where you can go ahead and actually manage all of your subscriptions in one place, making sure you don't lose track of them, making sure some that you might want to delete or remove can be deleted and removed, and pretty much just making sure none that you don't want or subscriptions that you do want are all in the correct place and correct. So overall, a very exciting software. I'm personally very excited to go ahead and jump into this, and I'm going to go ahead and go through each feature, and then throughout the review I'm going to dive deeper into each feature, showing exactly what this software has to offer. So again, jumping straight into it, this is pretty much kind of like a dashboard section. Now there's some data sections here that we're going to go ahead and pretty much skim over, and then we'll jump into actually going ahead and added some sort of subscription in the top right hand corner. So in this dashboard section, or this data or analytics section, you can actually see the total subs and your active subs as well, your monthly and your total, which is a huge feature that everyone definitely needs, because you want to go ahead and definitely look or see how much you're spending on subscriptions monthly to make sure you can afford it, or maybe you might want to go ahead and cut back if you may be saving up. So you can see that in a nice graph there, and there's also another graph to the right of that where you can also see the total of this year as well. As you're scrolling down, you can go ahead and see the brands, product name, type, due date, price, payment mode, etc., where you can go ahead and again see all the intricate features about what subscriptions you have. Again, even the due date, a very great feature that I personally think is insane, so you can make sure you actually got your money on time, to make sure you pay your subscription on time, to make sure it keeps going. So again, a very unusual software to usual, but I think this is an insane software that I personally really love. So as you scroll back up, you can also go ahead and see your reports as well if you click on that. Again, just a deeper dive into obviously all of your reports, like your average cost, yearly, monthly, weekly, pretty much a graph section down here as well. And then your subscription summary in case you have a large amount of total, different active ones, and then some you've cancelled if you want to go ahead and see any you have cancelled in the past. And finally, your calendar section, self-explanatory, just a very nice laid out calendar. Personally, I think it's a very nice layout overall, not very overwhelming. We can go ahead and see the dates, maybe certain subscriptions are due certain days. Easily filter out this, you can go ahead, flick back and forth between today, tomorrow, etc. Also go ahead and see the month, week, list week, and the list day. So very nice calendar. I actually really like this calendar. I think it's very nice laid out, very kind of minimalistic, but the information is definitely there. So again, going back to the subscription section, we're now going to go ahead and go on to adding some sort of subscription. So to go ahead and add one, just click add in the top right hand corner here, and you can go ahead and add your subscription. Now this is definitely overwhelming, but this is how you can go ahead and add it to the most fulfilled requirements. So you can change the type or enter the type, the company, payment date, notes, folder, URL, billing cycle, alert profile, tags, discount voucher, price, currency, payment mode, support details, market recurring price, etc. All of the dates, and finally the description and category. A lot of information to go ahead and go through. You definitely want to make sure you take your time on this, making sure it's definitely correct and pretty much perfect, so you can go ahead and get the fulfilled requirements out of this software and all of the features in the fulfilled way. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling this out and make sure we can actually pretty much add a subscription and keep track of it. So the type right here is subscription. We definitely want to go ahead and keep it as that. The company, we can also start searching up a company for certain descriptions. So I'm going to go ahead and put Netflix. Let's say we have our Netflix subscription. And then next we've got a folder where we can also add folders, which we'll do in just a moment. And then we've got our tags. We can actually add tags. So we're just going to go ahead and put movies just for the sake of, because Netflix has movies. And then it's actually auto-filled in the description for us, which we're going to go ahead and keep. But that's a cool little feature in case you want to actually have a description, but you can't be bothered typing one out. Very nice feature, saves yourself a lot of time. You've got your URL, again, the Netflix URL that is auto-filled as well. Discount voucher if you have one. Payment mode, we can go ahead and select credit card for the sake of this review, and then any support details that we need. So pretty much this left side is definitely filled out. to the extent that we actually need it to be. We also have the payment date. Let's go ahead and just select the 31st of this month at the end of every month. Again, like I just said, you can also select the billing cycle. You can do it at the end of every month. And then your price. So I actually don't know the exact price of Netflix. I think it's around £8 or £9. And we're also going to go ahead and select our currency. Add some notes. So I'm going to go ahead and put pay Netflix. And then you can also go ahead and add certain refunds if you want to go ahead and do that. If you have an expiry date, if you don't want it recurring, you can go ahead and also go ahead and select that. But overall, that's pretty much how it is and how easy it is to actually go ahead and set this up. In under a matter of minutes, I've now set up our Netflix subscription. Very easy, and you now want to go ahead and just repeat this process multiple times for every subscription you have. A few sections are automatically filled out, which saves you a bit of time, which I personally really love. And then some other sections, very easy to fill out, just a bit of typing and clicking. Finally, select your category, which is a streaming service, and then click add. And there you go, we can now see that the graph has started to actually take shape, take form, because we have added our first subscription. We've got the total subs, which is 1, the active, which is 1, and our monthly and our total is £9, since that is what we set it at. We can now see at the bottom we have our Netflix brand on Netflix subscription added with the logo. Very nice layout. Personally, really love it. I think it's just insane on how it goes ahead and lays this out. Again, product name, type, due date, price, etc. Very easy to read. Insanely great for beginners and insanely powerful for a subscription software. I personally think it is very nice. So we're going to go ahead and add another one for the sake of actually seeing the graphs as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click add and go through this same process once again. So there you go, I went ahead and added another subscription very quickly. It took me pretty much a couple of seconds this time, since I didn't really have to explain everything. When you're doing it on your own and you want to go ahead and just make sure it works, doesn't take very long. So I went ahead and added Amazon Prime. It automatically filled out URL, etc. And you can also go ahead and put in your tags and folder again. Same with the description, automatically filled that out. I just went ahead and made the price £9 again, and then put in the notes, pay Amazon. So if I went ahead and clicked add again, you can now see that our monthly pretty much price has gone up, and this graph has started to get larger. Again, very nice, very easy to read for beginners and professionals. Again, you don't really need to be a professional for a subscription service software, but it's very just nice to go ahead and pretty much navigate very easily. Again, down at the bottom, very easy to read with all of the integrations and descriptions, and you can now see our monthly total is £18. And there you go, that's how easy it is to go ahead and keep track of your subscriptions on this software. And there you go, that is it for the Subshero software review. Now, this software is insane, very unusual, not very common, but I personally think this is an insane software for a handful of features. I love how easy it is to go ahead and add your subscriptions, how it just is a subscription software in general, and just how you can go ahead and easily read the reports, and the workspace is very easy to navigate. Would I recommend this to anyone? Absolutely, I'd recommend this to everyone. Definitely, anyone who has subscriptions, definitely use this to go ahead and make sure you're keeping track of everything you're subscribing to. And finally, would I use it myself? Absolutely, I would definitely use this software myself for all of my personal subscriptions. Overall, 10 out of 10 software, and I am going to use this again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.